wrestling, and of course now he's all about the boxing. And when you see what he does on the feet, he's absolutely fantastic. Fights behind the jab, very big long jab, beautiful footwork in and out, and obviously massive power as well. And coming in at 11-0, a nice shiny record, and normally you're 11-0 for a reason.
Michael Morales coming in with that perfect 11-0 record, putting it on the line tonight. Let's take a look now at the tail of the tape. Morales, the younger fighter, and check out the reach advantage. Not only is he 9 years younger than VERETENIKOV, but that 5-inch reach advantage could be a factor. Our fourth fight of the evening, and Mark Smith will be our referee.
Ready? Michael, ready? Fight's on.
Morales in the red trunks, VERETENIKOV in the blue.
Yeah, VERETENIKOV is training at King's MMA now as well, and that's an important point to mention, because if you follow mixed martial arts, you've heard the name King's MMA. Head coach Rafael Cordeiro, just a legend of the Muay Thai game down in Brazil, and he just, produced some legendary fighters over the years, talking Shogun, Vanderlei Silva, the list goes on. Right now, Kelvin Gastelum, Marvin Vittori, Giga Chikadze. So he's training with some of the best people in the world, and that's why he came to America.
Yeah, he said Giga Chikadze and Beneil Dariush were a big impact on him when he got to America. But part of the reason he came to train in the United States was at the behest of one Triple G. He has acquaintances with Gennady Golovkin, and said, man, you got to go to the United States to get some of that high-level training, take your game to the next level.
And Beneil Dariush is actually in his corner as well, Lauren. Nice Superman punch up a fence a second ago for Morales. As I say, I haven't seen the jab yet. Most of the other fights I saw, he was working behind the jab. But now he's using that as a little feint to throw the right hand.
Not a lot of MMA in Ecuador, so Morales went to Tijuana, fighting out of ENTRAM gym there.
I'm surprised to see Morales be the one initiating, looking for a takedown here. That's not something I saw a lot in his film coming into this fight, but doing a nice job here. He's got the body lock on VERETENIKOV, looking to drag this fight to the ground, but VERETENIKOV so far doing a good job of defending this takedown attempt here.
Yeah, VERETENIKOV is, dare I say it, very technical.
He is very technical.
Oh, sorry, I got it
It's a little early. I mean, we're only 2 minutes in.
Very technical.
You should have saved that one. VERETENIKOV looking to get the whizzer here and defend, spin out to be able to put Morales' back on the cage, but Morales doing a nice job of keeping him pinned here.
And you're right, we haven't seen a ton of takedown attempts in wrestling from him, but he is the national Ecuadorian wrestling champion.
Oh, he's got it in his pocket for sure, and we're seeing it right now.
Yeah, look at that. Nice work, though. You see here, VERETENIKOV, he gets a little sloppy sometimes, though, when he's boxing. He does have a lot of power. That wasn't bad. That was a good one, too. It looks like he might have cleaned up a little bit from the tape I saw, but he does have a habit of getting very wild.
VERETENIKOV is going to be looking to close distance at some point and get this fight into the clinch, which is exactly where he does his best work. Those knees, the elbows off the break. He's so good in that Muay Thai clinch.
We're at the 2-minute mark here in the first round. Michael Morales from Ecuador, NIKOLAY VERETENIKOV from Kazakhstan, fighting out of Huntington Beach and King's MMA.
Right now, Morales doing a really good job of keeping this fight long. He's using those long-range weapons. I agree with you, Michael. I mean, one of the biggest notes I had on him was how effective his jab is.
Yes.
And we're not seeing him use it too much yet.
No, it is surprising because it is such a valuable weapon to have. Certainly when you have the reach, the speed, and just the beautiful jab that he does possess.
Look at me.
He's not using it so far.
Okay, take your time.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Oof. Make no mistake.
A doctor? No. Okay, good. All right, stay there. Hey, accidental, up first. Okay, same thing. Up fist. Time in, fight.
When you watch him fight, how young Michael Morales is, just 22 years old.
Yes.
Been a professional since 2017.
Yeah, well, I was going to say 22 years old, but he's very composed in there. That's one thing that I actually wrote down in my notes doing my research. And for 22 years old to already have that kind of maturity, it's huge. But he ate a big shot there.
He ate a couple of shots, and Wisely decides to go for the takedown. Doesn't work. Got out of harm's way.
Oh, nice shot from VERETENIKOV as he spun him back into the octagon.
Another Superman punch.
Yeah, that one got through.
45 seconds to go here in the first round. Looked like that high kick just grazed the head of VERETENIKOV.
Just missed him ever so slightly. But again, I am confused. If you watched Michael Morales, he uses the jab all the time, and it's non-existent here in this fight.
And I think it would be very effective for him, right? I mean, VERETENIKOV is heavy on that lead leg. He's sort of, putting his face out there and using his balance where he can pull Morales into his punches, but Morales just, happy to stay a little bit more at kicking range here.
Spinning back fist, kind of connected. Not too much on it, though.
VERETENIKOV, the more active fighter here in round one, landing almost twice as many total strikes.
¿Te puedes sentar, no? El bucal.
Come on, sit down.
Hielo, por favor.
Ice, please.
Saca el hielo, ¿eh? Pónselo atrás. Respira.
Breathe, breathe. Deep.
Otra vez. Más
One more
profundo, más
time.
profundo.
One more time. Deep.
Otra vez, más profundo.
Okay, deeper. Breathe.
Toma agua. Ok, el RAUL está cerrado. Mejor fue para ti, pero no, vamos a asumir que no, ¿ok?
This round was yours, but let's pretend.
He's doing good. When you throw that double jack, try to go to the body. You hurt him in the first round with the body shot. Okay? So try to see if you can get in a little bit more. You know he's hesitating. Punch. Try to be first a little bit. Check that.
This Saturday, 3 huge fights top a stacked pay-per-view card. Volkanovski and Ortega for the 145-pound title. Shevchenko taking on Murphy for flyweight gold. Plus, Nick Diaz is back against Robbie Lawler. UFC 266 available for purchase only on ESPN+. Gonna be a fun night on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. That's a stacked fight card top to bottom, but of course, Nick Diaz coming back. I mean, come on, who's not pumped for that one?
Been a long time since those two saw each other.
Nice.
I like that Superman punch.
Yeah.
Right off the cage, too.
I like it. I like that as well. That little left hook got through.
VERETENIKOV's corner calling for the overhand, asking him to get a little bit busy, look to close the distance.
Yeah, VERETENIKOV, he's kind of throwing one at a time.
Yes.
He needs to put some combinations together. When he sticks that jab out there, he's finding it. On occasion, when he wings the right hand, he finds the mark. But you got to go again. Oh, look at that.
Got it.
Beautiful. Nice display of power and technique there. That's that judo background. Strong hips.
In full guard. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second round.
Yeah, and this is huge for Morales. Puts him firmly in control right now. And one thing I did notice was VERETENIKOV didn't offer much from his back when I saw his tapes. But Morales has to make it work for him. Sorry, Laura.
No, I was just going to say, and right now, I mean, his shoulders are flat for the most part. He has his guard closed. In fact, he has a figure four. So he's not looking to mount any offense, you can tell right now. He's looking to sort of stall and control this position, not take a lot of shots, but this is going to allow Morales to potentially burn a lot of clock in a dominant position, and those little rabbit punches add up. Even though this is the Contender Series, we're always looking for a finish. Right now, it's Morales dominating this position, and VERETENIKOV not really showing that he is, just trying to swivel or find an angle and look for submissions.
Yeah, anybody that uses a body triangle from the back we should have an immediate shame bell. Okay, ding ding ding, Shame.
I didn't want to say it. You said
Ding,
it.
ding, ding. Shame.
Well, he's trying to stall and control.
No.
Nikolay, watch back
That
there.
is not the name of the game, Laura sang. Certainly on the Contender series.
I agree. No, this is not what he wants to be doing right now.
This is
That
nice.
round pound landed by Michael Morales.
Tell you what, Morales is turning up the heat here. They were nice.
VERETENIKOV finally dug that underhook, though. He's looking, but gives up his back in the process.
Morales missed a trick there. He could have taken the back.
Let's bring in Yanni.
Things are heating up now, though.
Bring in Yanni really quick. Yanni, what are you seeing in terms of the over-under? Where are we?
We got the over in. Over bettors have cashed officially now, and it's a matter of will it go to a decision or finish inside the distance. Those who watch the UFC on the line may have a plus 500 Morales to win by decision ticket in their pocket if they sprinkled. So interesting, 7.5 minutes ahead.
Oh, good plug for your own show, Yanni.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Solid.
Never misses a trick. Why not? But this is a huge round 2 for Michael Morales, showing his complete game. Great takedowns, nice ground and pound, and a nice get up there by VERETENIKOV. Still 90 seconds left. There we go. Look at this. Morales now getting
He's starting to feel himself out there.
Starting to feel himself. You know, the confidence is growing. When you start a fight like this, certainly a guy from Kazakhstan with a Sambo background, you've got to be a little wary, a little cagey part of the pun. But look at this. Now he's letting it go. Now he's going to work. He's doing damage with his shots, and he's starting to feel himself, but he's looking for the knockout. And I'm spitting all over the place. I apologize.
I caught a few drops. It's all right. Yeah, the momentum in this fight is clearly shifting in the direction of Morales. At this point, VERETENIKOV looking for a desperation shot. The ground is not necessarily where he does his best work. He just was sick of taking those big shots from Morales.
Yeah, this is really good for Morales. And on the flip side, he's starting to crumble.
Get out of that.
If you look at the body language, the shots that he's taking, and these are heavy. He's putting those ones in.
Big shots, and then he goes to the right.
VERETENIKOV needs to stand up. He can't just stay here with 3 points and take these shots.
Sorry.
Watch the back of the head, Michael. Nikolay, you gotta move.
How long's left? 20 seconds.
He has to explode up right now.
He's just got to go for it, Morales. I mean, just tee off.
Morales is working. And there he is to his feet, is VERETENIKOV. And we will see a third round in our fourth fight of the evening. A busy round for Michael Morales.
Yeah, a huge win for Michael Morales. Good work, bell to bell. You see here, he started out with this Superman punch that he pushed off the cage, landed flush, and then he got this fantastic takedown, just shucks VERETENIKOV right to the canvas, and then again goes in. Beautiful throw from Morales to end up in top position there, and then just continues to tee off toward the end of the round here. Almost every single punch is landing to some degree, takes his back, and then just unleashes. Man, I feel like that fight was so close to being finished there for a few seconds, guys.
This is the time you lift yourself up and you go forward and you break this man. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir, I hear you. Heart of a lion. Let's go. We worked too hard for this. This guy to win. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Catch here. Understand? All right. Got to move on the ground. All right. Wait for me.
Remember,
All right, third round, fight.
VERETENIKOV, the favorite coming into this one as we start the third round. His corner pleading with him at the heart of a lion.
Yeah, Beneil Dariush really trying to get his man to go out there and live by the sword and die by the sword. But it wasn't looking good at the end of round 2. He took a lot of damage, and he was starting to wilt, if you ask me. And Morales is just growing in stature, in confidence, in numbers, really starting to take over this fight.
VERETENIKOV trying to crack back here, but Morales just continues to push forward. He seems like the much fresher fighter in terms of gas as well. Oh, VERETENIKOV looking to close in.
Very simple. Move your hand, Nikolay. Move your hand when you punch.
9 of his 11 wins have come by knockout for Michael Morales.
You can see the speed of Veretenikov is just, decreasing moment by moment. I think he's a little bit gassed right now, and it's causing him to overthink what he's going to do in order to get in the pocket and potentially get in that clinch situation we know he wants to be in.
Another big right landed there by Morales, who's trying to become just the second Ecuadorian fighter in the UFC behind Chito Vera. Sorry, Mike.
No, you're good, buddy. It's also a confidence issue, Laura. You know what I mean? Because he's losing this fight now. Round 2 ended really bad. Round 3 isn't much better. And look at this. Look at the body language. Look at the games Morales is starting to play. He's feeling it. And on the flip side, Veretenikov is starting to, he wants out of there. The body language that I'm seeing isn't good. Doesn't mean he's a beaten man. Doesn't mean he can't win. Doesn't mean he can't turn this round. But what I'm seeing so far, Morales is now enjoying himself.
Oh yeah, he's out there playing his game for sure. But this, this is another opportunity, much like the last fight. I mean, these guys are going for it, but again, Morales very much in control of this fight. But ideally on the Contender Series, you get the finish, right? I mean, he's able to tee off and find the target on Veretenikov's face time and time again. But it's about looking for that finish.
Well,
Ooh, that was ill-advised. He was looking for some sort of sacrifice throw, but Veretenikov ends up on top, and this is a big moment for him. He's got to be able to take advantage of this dominant position.
Trying to get an armbar there, but he isn't going to get it, I don't think. Can't really see from this angle, but I would be surprised if it was locked in, and it wasn't. And this is a massive opportunity now. This is the best position or momentum Veretenikov has had for the last 10 minutes. Past his guard, I was worried about a triangle for him there for a second. Drops a knee to the midsection, and another. These are the knees that we spoke about. He's firmly in control here, but look at that. Beautiful technical get-up. He's not out of the woods yet, though. The neck is still in danger.
He's in a front headlock position, but Veretenikov made a mistake there by not tripoding out and allowed Morales to get on top. He had a real opportunity to look for some sort of a guillotine or an anaconda or a darce, but lost it.
that was the biggest momentum swing that we had seen in the last 2 rounds. 90 seconds to go here in the third and final round.
Veretenikov doing everything he can to suck this single leg in and turn the corner, but Morales doing a nice job defending.
Stop! Don't move! Put it in! Put it in! Fight!
That's his mouthpiece, it looks like, for a moment.
It's going to be virtually impossible for Veretenikov to finish the single leg while Morales has his hands clasped. And this is one of the issues that you have with a much longer fighter. You know, height is not just about reach on the feet. It's about dealing with those long limbs in these grappling situations as well.
Yeah, it's also frustrating for Morales because they're kind of in this weird transition, this position here. And, you know, for Morales, he was really starting to gain some momentum. And now they're finishing the fight. Oh, look at that. Really nice. Sits out, hits the double leg. Now he's firmly in control. 30 seconds left. Let's see what he does.
Coming up on 20 seconds to go here. Morales trying to land some ground and pound as he wraps things up here. Another scramble.
Nice work by Veretenikov. Listen, the kid, I shouldn't say kid, the young man is very tough, but look at that. What a great way to finish.
Bien, hijo de puta, bien.
The Ecuadorian Michael Morales looking to add another win to his perfect 11-0 record.
All right, let's take a look at some of the action. In the third round, Morales he went for it. He threw caution to the wind, started letting loose with the hands. Nice Superman punch against the fence that wobbled him for a split second. Veretenikov was still in the fight though, but here was a really nice takedown. Just kind of muscles him down to the ground here. Here it is again. Boom, down he goes. As the fight progressed, Michael Morales started feeling himself. The confidence grew. He let go with the hands a little bit more, but of course Veretenikov was still in the fight. Managed to see it through to the final bell. Got a couple of takedowns and some control. And here's the final statement, as you put it, Dan. And very well said, of course. Fun fight. Morales, clearly the victor.
From Ecuador, training in Tijuana. Don't think we can say it enough. Chito Vera, the only fighter from Ecuador currently in the UFC, somebody that Morales, just 22 years old, has looked up to as a trailblazer. Octagon announcer Justin Bernard with our decision, sponsored by ZipRecruiter.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Michael Morales.
¡Ecuador! ¡Viva México, cabrones!
Michael Morales making Ecuador proud, improves to 12-0 on his career. Yanni, who won money on this one?
A smile from ear to ear, plus 575. Morales by decision gets the money. And like we touched on, 9 years younger.